Hello, everyone. This is Disco. Welcome to Art with Maniac and the Disco. Um, Today, before us, we have this black mass. Looks like I'm trying to cover something up, but I'm actually creating something. I'm going to show you something I want to talk about today called. Actually, I see patterns in there too. That's good. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to talk about something called pareidolia. Now, what pareidolia is, it's a more specific type of apophenia. What apophenia is when we see patterns in things, or when we see patterns and like random data that aren't supposed to be patterns, but our mind kind of makes it up, and we put these things together. Pareidolia is more specific in that we see faces. One of the things that some examples we could use are like when people see like Jesus's face in like some kind of random thing, or like the Virgin Mary, stuff like that, or on the surface of the moon, how there's face on the moon. It could be, and I think they found out it's just some structure. It's just like the way the light hits, like a mound of dirt or whatever. You can research that as much as you'd like to, um, or a more common example would be like if you're ever sitting like just in the restroom and you're like taking a dump or something, and you're looking at the floor. Maybe your floor has patterns on it, and you see faces or designs you make up in your head. uh, or if you look at a wall with like that has like the acoustic, or not even the ceiling is acoustic, or anything with a pad, like with just random stuff, and your mind starts making patterns out of it. That's pareidolia. So today, actually, I can see one now. I see like a little skull, and this is totally random. What I did with the marker, I just grabbed this marker here, and it's a paint marker. I usually use usually I don't do this a lot, but what I've done before in the past is I've used a Sharpie, but this is my Sharpie was dried out, so I had to use this marker. This is a really good marker. Let's see, for artist marker. I usually use this for bombing. It's easier to carry around with you and stuff like that. So you just go over the surface in circles and all kinds of pattern, whatever you want to do. And as you can see already, you can kind of see like an eye right there, like another eye, maybe, and this could be like this kind of like that's the eye, the socket, like of a skull or something. And you can make these patterns as complex as you want. Like there's the cheekbone, here's the other cheekbone, and then you can create the teeth. Or here, there's the top part of the head, and stuff like that. So what I did here is I did this on a sheet of paper, that's my sketch paper, and I let it bleed through to the other side to create this random pattern. This is totally random. You can't predict how much. Well, you can, I guess, if you go over and over and over the same spot, it's going to seep through black. But if you kind of just go over whatever, do little circles and certain lines and everything, it's going to create random patterns. So here we have just some random, a random pattern that I'm going to go with today. And we're going to try to make something and see. As you can see, that's pretty cool already the way it is. And you can look at it like this. I mean, I'm sure you see faces in there already. I see like a face right here. This could be the nose. But we want this to, I don't know if you want to use that, use it. There's these patterns right here, kind of like a fatter face. If you would look this way, and this is the way that looks kind of cool, is this face looks more like of a darker face and like some kind of elongated blood or something like that coming out, or whatever. So I think I kind of like that, so I'm going to go with this, and we'll see what I come up with. Hopefully I don't just fuck it up. But, I mean, there's no way to know until I try it, right? So I'm just going to jump in. Let me see my marker. I go with the Copic marker. And let's see what that looks like over here. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, so I'll start with the pencil. Just kind of get a rough idea where I want things. It kind of looks like a distraught face. And then this right here, it looks like, to me, this looks kind of like fucking trees, man. I'm sorry for the delay. This kind of looks like maybe some trees or something. Make this like a wicked forest. And wherever this leads your mind is wherever is the way you want to go. Like this wicked looking forest, and then that's if you want to throw it like the Japanese suicide forest. There's some people hanging in there. Do that. I'm gonna leave some of that. I would call this pepper shading. Some of that pepper shading looking kind of stuff in there. It's cool with all the little dots. Looks cool. Plus, with everything else, so I'm just gonna leave that in as well because it looks dope. And here we can do this face. Again, I want to leave a lot of those blotches. I think that looks fucking pretty dope, man. And then go here, give the face more definition. I fucked that up. It looks alright. And you can even blend that in, you know, like just throw a little, do some dots yourself to blend in with the rest of the dots. I think I usually like to use sharp patterns, but I'm noticing right now that the rounder patterns look good up here and the sharper look okay down here. With something like this, you don't have to be wicked accurate either, because I mean it's pretty abstract. And kind of just do what your brain sees, just kind of highlight it. So that looks pretty wicked, dude, you know, so that would be a way to use the technique and applying pareidolia into your art. And you can even do other stuff here. I'm sure you could see other patterns. It doesn't necessarily need to be faces, but normally we see faces. I think all of you can relate to this at some point in some way. And anybody can do this. Yeah, man, that was like a fucking movie poster and shit. All right, hold on. Anyways, you're gonna have some stuff you want to tighten up. You really don't like. You know, of course, that's gonna be. And you can do your own creativity here. Whatever you think would look fucking dope. You know, if you want to start throwing little lines in here, more detail. You know how to draw some skulls already. You can use that. that prior knowledge to apply to this. I thought I was looking, so I can just tighten this out here. And because I'm making the video, I'm not really, I would have stared at this longer, I guess, if I was going to do something like this. You know, to see what mine would all come up with, like to get, so I could be sure it was going to look good. Which this looks okay, you know, but I might have, like, I probably would have sketched something out first. I mean, whatever. This is just a way to get your creativity flowing, and this is also, they use that, and this in the this is something you see like in the Rorschach test, I'm sorry, with the W, and yeah, go into that. But you know, for sake of time, I'm not going to go into all the details about everything, but I mean, in the drawing that I would like to add or even add. So you continue this yourself, man. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then you can just build off of that. And this could be like the evil forest or like the shadow dude forest or something. Shadow Vatos unite. All right, thanks for joining me. This is a disco with art with Maniac in the Disco. Pareidolia. Okay, so that's spelled Pareidolia. In case you want to go and research it and, you know, look up some more stuff about it. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Bye.